rightly opened up, like people are focusing on email-based marketing, content marketing, social media marketing, pay-per-click marketing, and you can also see the focus is more given to the search engine optimization to drive the change, so that their ads, their products and services are coming up. Similarly, there is a mobile marketing, ad marketing through the radio and televisions, influencer marketing, viral marketing. You talk about it, there are more than a dozen types of digital marketing, which has grown a lot of importance over the period of time. And today we have Ram, who is going to help us understand, giving the understanding about the digital marketing and its relevance and importance in the context of the enterprises. We just really emphasizing the need of taking a deep into this particular profession, because this is opening up a lot many job opportunities across the enterprises, not only specific to the IT, across the enterprises. You take manufacturing, healthcare, banking, everywhere you see marketing taking the deeper understanding and deeper interest for every enterprise. So it's necessary that this is an area where people need to invest and focus upon, so that they can really tap into the opportunities and embark on that particular journey. And digital marketing, when it is combined with the analytics and artificial intelligence, the power of digital marketing is almost manifold. So with that small setting of the context, I'll hand it over to Ram to take us through this particular session and enlighten us on the deeper aspects of the digital marketing and its relevance from the context of students and the profession. Over to you, Ram.
Thank you very much, Bala. Thanks for the introduction. Good morning to you all. As Bala rightly said, my name is Ram Tawa. I have over 25 years experience in IT. So I worked in various companies like Satyam, Capgemini, IBM, IT's Infotech in various capacities as a project manager, service delivery manager, delivery head, vertical head. And I'm a trainer in the space of management and also in the space of digital marketing. So before I just make you understand the nuances of digital marketing, let me introduce about ExcelR as an organization. Then I will hand over to our digital marketing expert, Mr. Amit, who will be walking you through this webinar about digital marketing. What are the various aspects that one should master in digital marketing, and what would be the career opportunities, etc. And he will take the questions and answers also at the end of the session if you have any. So let me share my screen. ExcelR, can you make me co-host, Vinit?
Yes, sir, I have done.
You're not done. I'm unable to.
1 second.
I'm not seeing my name as co-host. Thank you.
Just check it out.
Yeah. Well, so ExcelR is an initiative of alumni of IIM, IIT, and ISB, and it's headquartered in Houston, USA, and we are spread across the globe in various cities. In India, we are present in Hyderabad, Bangalore, Pune, Mumbai, in Malaysia, UK, US, in various locations, and we are prominent training organizations, or one of the leading organizations in the space of data science, artificial intelligence, digital marketing, etc. So all our programs have been accredited through various universities and various bodies like Stenbis University, Germany. Our programs are accredited with, and we have a lot of accolades. We have like Deloitte Fastest Technology winner, and we are partners of TCS. Our students would get certifications on certain courses, not all the courses, from TCS, and we are business partners of IBM. Certain courses, our students would get the certification from IBM, like digital marketing is one of the courses. That IBM certification is what they would be getting. And we have a lot of accolades, like we are Silicon India awardees, CIO review from various organizations, not-for-profit organizations, and various stalwarts in the industry. We received various certifications from Analytics India magazine as being we are one of the top-notch training providers. And this is about me, which already we have discussed. Right. So now the webinar is all about digital marketing. As you all know, marketing has took a paradigm shift from conventional or traditional marketing to digital space. 20 years back, The marketing used to be very, very traditional and conventional, like in newspapers, hoardings, pamphlets. This is the only way normally what businesses used to do the marketing. But with the advent of internet and with the increase of internet usage, marketing took a paradigm shift, which, as I told you, now more marketing is happening in the digital space. Even if you want to buy something, you go to internet, you go to Google, and you search for it. You want to search for a beauty parlor near your house, you do it. You want to buy chicken from the shop near to you, you go to internet and you find chicken shop near me. Or you want to pursue some training and you want to find the right institute, you go to Google and you search over there. So, and you go to YouTube, you see a lot of ads. You spend time on Facebook, you see a lot of ads. So there is a sea difference in the way the marketing has been evolved in the last couple of decades. And that is the reason the digital space is throwing a lot of opportunities in the space of digital marketing. When I say lot of opportunities, I literally mean it. Industry and the businesses are looking for a lot of professionals who mastered these concepts in digital marketing, right? How do you set up an ad in Google Ads? How do you set up an ad on YouTube? How do you set up an ad on Facebook? How do you ensure that your website is ranked when someone is searching on Google, right? And you will receive a lot of emails in your Gmail or Yahoo promoting the products by different businesses, bulk email marketing. So even in digital marketing, in the last couple of years, there are revolutionary changes and various platforms on which the marketing has been happening. And it's creating myriad opportunities for professionals, IT professionals across the globe. Normally, the moment people see the word marketing, they believe that it is something related to marketing and it's not related to IT. Especially I see BTech graduates or BE graduates, the techies, technical graduates. I know by default in India, every graduate is a technical graduate, BTech or BE. So these graduates, they're looking down digital marketing, assuming that it's something related to marketing. Of course, it's related to marketing. But at the end of the day, it's again an IT job, remember that. It's again an IT job. You are sitting in front of computer, you are doing various settings, you are doing various activities to promote the products of various businesses on internet. So knowledge of internet is mandatory. Knowledge of some applications is mandatory. So this is more or less related to IT only. So it's a white collar job, just like any IT. So it's creating a lot of opportunities, plethora of opportunities, what Amit will be taking you through. What are the various opportunities you see? What actually digital marketing is all about? What areas are covered under digital marketing? Here, there may be certain entrepreneurs. For them, it will be very useful. If you want to promote your business, knowledge of the digital space is very important. So for them, digital marketing will be very, very relevant. For housewives who wants to earn sitting back at home as freelancers, digital marketing is a very good source for them. There are so many platforms on internet where you can render your services and still you can earn sitting back at home. For students, be it MBA students, BBA students, BCom students, undergraduates, you name it, or techies, for everyone, there is opportunity in the digital marketing space. You go to Naukri and you search for digital marketing, you see thousands of jobs on Naukri. We being a training institute, we get myriad calls every month asking to share the profiles of our students who completed the training to us. So businesses, they're stooping down to a level, coming to a training institute and they're begging for profiles. That speaks about the demand. If you want to build a career as good as an IT career, and if you are not good at programming, digital marketing is one of the key areas. Absolutely, there will be zero programming here. Knowledge of internet and computers and some business sense and business logic is sufficient for anyone to master this and to build a career. Or if you want to refer someone, it could be your children or it could be your friends who are not familiar with programming, but still who wants to build a good IT career or a good career. Digital marketing is one and only technology. If you take any other technology, any other space, especially in the space of IT, you need minimal programming, except for infrastructure and few others. But this is one area where you can easily crack the job also. Getting a job in digital marketing is a piece of cake. It's just a walk in the park, remember. Getting a job in any other IT domain is very tedious for you, very cumbersome for you. Whereas digital marketing will be a piece of cake, trust me. Right? So anyone who wants to build a career in IT or related to IT, this is one area you want to recommend someone, you can still do that. Right? So over to Amit. Amit is a digital marketing expert and is a trainer and is considered one of the best trainers in the industry in the space of digital marketing. So over to you, Amit, about this webinar. Thank you very much.
Thanks for the lovely introduction, Ram. It was great knowing a lot of things from you. So hello, everyone, and welcome to today's webinar. So a brief intro about myself is I'm Amit, and I'm the head of digital marketing for ExcelR Solutions. I have a total of close to 5 years of experience in the field of digital marketing, and I have worked on various aspects of digital marketing like paid marketing, organic marketing, and all of this. Right. So let me just know if you guys can see my screen. Is my screen visible to all?
Yes, Amit, it's visible. And if you can kindly switch on your video, that would also help.
All right, sure. Yeah. So, am I visible?
Yes, Amit.
All right. Right. So, first of all, before we can dive into the field of digital marketing, so I would like to understand one thing. What do you mean by the word marketing? Right? The word marketing means you're promoting a service or a product to get immediate sales or also get brand recognition. Right? So now we take companies like Coca-Cola, probably Pepsi, Apple, right? So all of these companies, they do marketing to get sales as well as branding for their particular companies, right? So for the last 100 years or so, right? So traditional marketing has been the most happening thing in the field of marketing, right? Because that was the only option available. So what were the channels in traditional marketing, right? So traditional marketing is basically TV ads, then your leaflets or pamphlets, and also your billboards or your hoardings, right? And all of these are your traditional ads, right? So since it's been there for the last 100 years, why has it suddenly gone down, right? So suddenly, why is digital marketing picking up pace, right? So what happens with traditional marketing is that when you run a particular ad, let us say you give a newspaper ad of your particular car company, right? Let's say you're working for Maruti Suzuki, right? When you're working for Maruti Suzuki, if you put a newspaper ad in a particular newspaper like Times of India, so let's say 1 crore people saw your particular ad, right? And after your ad has been published, let us say your sales have increased or not for Maruti Suzuki. So let us say if the sales have increased, so can you directly correlate it to the ad that you gave it in the newspaper? No, right? So you can never know whether people saw the ad in the newspaper, whether they saw your billboard. So how did they get to know you and how did they buy the product, right? So company cannot know that. If they do not know that particular aspect of whether the marketing worked or not, they'll be wasting money, right? If it doesn't work, they won't spend the money there. If it works, they can spend more amount of money. But without knowing whether the marketing worked or not, businesses cannot take a decision in the long run, right? So that is a time when digital platforms were also booming, right? So now platforms like Google, then YouTube, and also a lot of particular platforms like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and all of these came into existing in a span of the last 10 years, and they started getting into people, right? So that is the main reason why digital marketing was born. Right? Nowadays, if you want to buy anything online, right, what's the first thing that you see? You see reviews, right? So the reviews are basically your most trustworthy thing on the internet, right? Only when you read good reviews about a product, you're going to buy a particular product, right? So online shopping or online purchase or online help for any service has become norm of the day, right? If you want to search for a salon near your place, you just type best hair salons near me, right? And you get a list of hair salons, right? So that is the kind of usage that we're looking at in the particular society right now, right? So what are the modules of digital marketing, right? So you have various modules in digital marketing. Okay, the first one is known as search engine optimization, right? So now when you search for something on the internet, right? So let us do it on the live itself, not a problem. Let me know if my screen is visible. I'm in my internet. All right, just a second. Yeah. So now let us say that we're going to search for best salons near me, right? So that's the example we discussed, right? You get a lot of this thing from Google, right? You get a lot of suggestions from Google, right? You see best salons in Bangalore because that's where I stay, right? And all of these things near you, right? So how does Google decide that this particular website has to come in the first place and this particular website has to come in the second place, right? And this particular website has to come in the third place. So there is a certain criteria, right? So it is like you need to follow these guidelines that are set by these search engines, and the best one who's following these particular guidelines will get to the first place, right? So for example, speed of the website. If you want to buy something from Amazon or let's say Myntra also, you get a product in both Myntra and Amazon. Amazon takes 5 seconds to load, Myntra takes 1 second to load. You would obviously prefer Myntra, right? So that is the kind of categories or the criteria that Google looks at, right? So Google will give you a set of criteria that is mandatory to follow, and based on that, your rankings will be allocated, right? So how do you do that, right? So that is known as SEO, right? And let's say you wanted to buy a handbag, right? So handbag near me, right? So or handbag online, right? Now the next topic is your search engine marketing. Just a second. Yeah. So SEO is nothing but your organic, right? So organic means it will come naturally. If you follow guidelines, it will come naturally, right? But to follow guidelines, it will take months together, right? So when it takes months together, what happens here is not all businesses who are entering the market can wait for 6 months to start business, right? So what you do is you have something called as search engine marketing, where you pay a certain amount of money to Google and it will display your particular ad, right? So when I say the word marketing, it means it's a paid ad. When I use the word optimization, it means it is organic, right? You have to build it from ground level when I say optimization, right? So search engine marketing is nothing but your ads here, right? So you guys would have come across these kind of things way too many times. So now this is one sort of a Google ad, right? Now this is also an ad, right? The ones that has ads here, these are known as Google ads. Okay. So now the next thing is the YouTube ads, right? I think a lot of us watch YouTube these days and everyone gets annoyed by YouTube ads, right? So, but then they fall under the category of search engine marketing. So YouTube is the video ads platform of Google, right? So this is the particular topic of search engine marketing, right? Now the next topic is nothing but your social media optimization, right? So when I say social media, you have various pages like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, uh, Instagram, and so on. Right. So when all of these are particular social platforms, right? So you have to target all of these platforms for one reason. All the businesses have to stay in touch with their customers, right? If you remember businesses 20 years back, 25 years back, business would not have understood what is the customer actually looking for. The communication between a business and the customer used to be very minimal, right? There were no channel of communication, to be honest, except for maybe letters. So these days, what happens is the companies can get in, right? Social media is a very powerful platform. You can understand or your product through social media, right? So similar to search engine optimization and search engine marketing, when I say the word social media optimization, optimization means you need to build your followers, right? Now let us say if you take Tata Motors, right? So if you take a company like Tata Motors, they will have 2 million or 3 million followers on Facebook, right? So million, right? So do you have to build the particular brand here, right? You need to build the followers, and that is done with the help of social media optimization. What do we do in there, right? And now, similar to search engine marketing, social media marketing is also your paid aspect of social media, right? So let me just show that to you. My internet is a little slow, guys. Pardon me for that. So never mind, zooming it in. So simply, there is something called as sponsored here.
Amit, we are unable to hear you. Any problem with your internet? Vinit, can you please acknowledge, is it same to you as well? Because I'm hearing some
Yeah, guys.
participants
Sorry for
sharing
that. The internet is a little weak. So am I audible, guys?
Yes, now you're audible.
Okay, all right, great.
Now still problem is there.
Sorry?
Still there is a breakdown in the voice.
Oh, okay. Okay, let me just check 1 second. Am I audible now?
Still, you have problem with your microphone, Amit.
Otherwise, don't share the what you call your screenshots. You can give the presentation. That would be better.
Yeah, avoid the video. Just
Okay,
go
guys,
with
let me
your
just.
presentation. That would be better. That's
So
right.
I hope now my voice is clear.
Better.
Yeah, better.
Yeah.
Bala, it's intermittently breaking. Hello.
Let me just reconnect again. Just give me a minute's time.
Okay.
You can put off your all of us can put off the videos.
Guys, I hope I'm audible now. Is it better? I've changed my internet connection.
Now it is better.
Yeah, it's much better, Amit. Please go on now.
Yeah. All right.
Just
great.
start sharing them. That's better.
All right. So yeah. So I guess we were discussing about the Facebook ads. Uh, yeah. So as you guys can see here, Facebook ads are nothing but your sponsored, right? I guess you'd have come across this kind of ads every now and then on Facebook, right? Not only Facebook, you get it on Instagram, you get it on Twitter, you get it on LinkedIn, right? So you have ads on every single platform of social media. For that matter, you have ads of every single platform in digital field itself, right? Any platform that's on the digital front, they have ads, right? So now, are there any doubts so far, right? So can I just move forward? All right. So let me just move forward in that case. Right. So the next thing is known as content marketing, right? So when I say content marketing, so I hope all of you guys know what content means, right? So content is nothing but your writing of blogs and making sure it reaches your segment of audience who are also your readers, right? So with content marketing, basically what happens is you write a particular blog and you make sure that the blog reaches a certain amount of audience, right? And you want to reach relevant audience. You don't need to reach everybody, right? Let us say if you're someone who writes about baking, right? You like to do a lot of baking, you like to do a lot of cooking, right? So who will be your cross section of audience? People who are mostly into cooking are your cross section of audience. Not everyone needs to read your particular blog, right? But for those who need your blog, if you provide the quality content, you will be able to generate business, right? So the next time, let us say that you run a cooking blog, right? And you have a reader base, right? Let's say you have 1 million 1 million readers every single month, right? So you have impressed them over and over again over a long period of time. You've been giving beautiful content, right? So what happens when you give beautiful content, right? People remember you, people trust you. So the next time, let's say they want to buy something online, let's say they want to buy some kitchenware, right? So if you say that, okay, fine, you can buy this particular kitchen appliances from my particular website, people will already have a trust factor with you. So they'll, without second thought, they'll buy it without any hesitation, right? So content marketing is a way of engaging your audience, right? So give them content, give them something that they would love, right? And in return, you get their trust. You build a sort of a camaraderie between you and the customer, and you get to do a lot of business, which is a win-win for both, right? The customer is happy and the business is happy, right? So giving some value to customer, giving what he's looking for, and you're getting business out of it, right? So that is known as content marketing, right? And then you have something called as affiliate marketing, right? So when I say affiliate marketing, what happens here is, I hope before lockdown, when there were theaters, a lot of us would have booked tickets on Book My Show, right? So the most favorite step for most people, including me, is giving the promo codes, right? So you want to enter the promo codes, but then do you know any promo codes on your own? You don't. So instantly what do? You just go to Google and you say Book My Show coupons, right? I think most of us would do this, right? So when you search for Book My Show coupons, you have a lot of websites here. Grab on, 7 coupons, coupons.oneindia.com, and so on. Right now, let us say if I click on Grab on, right? So it says buy one get one free, right? My eyes light up, and I say click on Get Deal, right? And instead of showing me the code, it is taking me into Book My Show again, right? I haven't opened Book My Show on my own now. I went into Grab on, and Grab on took me into Book My Show again. Now let us say I purchase tickets for Kabir Singh, right? If I purchase tickets for Kabir Singh and I do the payment, so what happens is Grab on gets a certain share of the ticket price, right? Let us say if Book My Show earns 100 rupees for selling each ticket, Grab on would get 30 rupees out of it, or 20 rupees. It depends on what sort of a deal that Book My Show and Grab on have entered together, right? So this is basically known as affiliate marketing, guys, right? So what happens is affiliate marketing is nothing but you are diverting your traffic, your website's traffic, for someone else, right? You're giving your customers for their business, right? And instead you get a commission, right? So that is known as affiliate marketing, right? Now the last one is nothing but your email marketing, right? Now you reach out a lot of customers over email, right? You get a lot of mails from banks, right, saying that credit cards at the cheapest interest rate ever, home loans at cheapest interest rate, personal loans at cheapest interest rate, right, and so on, right? So you have these these mails coming to you almost on a daily basis now, right? So how is that happening? You can, there is no certain person who sits on a computer and he sends individual mails to all 1 million customers of a bank. No. So the already bank has an email ID. So what they do is they send it all of these in the bulk, right? So for promotional events, for making sure that you inform your customers, right? You do email marketing. Okay. So I hope there are no doubts so far. Are there any for anyone? Any doubts?
I requested participants to put the questions in the chat window. We will pick up the questions at the end of your session.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. So I basically explained all of this. Just a second. Yeah. So basically, what are the career opportunities with digital marketing? Right. So with digital marketing, what happens is you have various set of roles, right? Various set of roles that you can get into as a digital marketer, right? So with a person with 3 to 4 years of minimum experience can become a digital marketing manager, right? Where he will have a team of, let's say, 10 people, 20 people, depending on the size of his team, right? So their agenda would be to monitor a team and make sure that the company runs in the path of success, right? And then you have SEO specialist post, right? Who are basically into SEO only, right? So they are not into paid marketing. They're not into social media, right? So what happens in digital marketing is each of the modules that we discussed, you become an expert in each of the, you can become an expert in any of the modules. Not everyone is an expert in all modules. You can become an expert in one, right? That is more than sufficient to start off a great career if you're looking at a job perspective, right? So that's not the way you got to look at it. Digital marketing for their business. So if you are someone who is looking out for a job and a career growth plan, right? So SEO specialist can be one, right? So you have specializations in each of these particular platforms, right? So if you're an entrepreneur, my advice is go for all, right? Social media, I mean, again, it depends on the budget, but you have to consider everything, right? Consider everything and choose what is best for your business, right? So coming back to the point again, you have social media manager, right? So when I say social media manager, you are the manager for a social media page, right? Your job is to improve the total number of followers and also the total amount of brand visibility, right? Make sure that people know your company on social media, right? Now, the next thing is content writer, right? Content marketer. So, as I've told you, content writing is nothing but blog writing and marketing it to your target audience, right? So, if you have the skills of writing good English, good communication, and also good thoughts, right? Good thought process, then you can become a content writer, and eventually you can try to become a content marketer as well, right? You can market your content, right? So if at all you want to enter the paid ads segment, you can become a PPC manager or a PPC expert. All right. And you can become a copywriter. Copywriter is nothing but you see these fancy ads, right? Uh, 20% off on Mintra's products, right? So who writes these, right? The copies of the ads, right? They're known as ad copies, the sentences that you write in these small ads. It's not a blog, it's not content writing, but at the same time, if you realize, if you see an ad, right, you see a lot of content, 20% off this Diwali, Flipkart's Big Billion Days. So who writes these, right? There are copywriters who write this, right? These catchy terms to attract attention, right? You can become a copywriter as well, right? You can become an email marketing expert. You can become an analytics manager, or you can become a conversion rate optimizer. So when I say a conversion rate optimizer, it means making sure that the people who come to your website turn into your customer, right? You need to get business out of them, right? So that is known as a conversion rate optimizer, right? So now what's the scope of digital marketing in India, right? So after Geo came into picture, right? After Geo came into picture, internet usage in India has changed drastically, right? So users, more and more number of people started using internet, and as a result, digital marketing grew even more. Excuse me. Yeah. So right now, in today's day, there are 600 million internet users, right? So 600 million internet users in the sense it is 60 crore people, right? So 60 crore people is almost half of India's population, right? So that's a great amount of number who are on the internet. So in digital industry itself, we'll be able to have at least 20 lakh jobs by the end of 2020. Right? Of course, COVID came in and then it battered a lot of industries. So otherwise, this would have been a much, much higher number, right? So the digital marketing industry by the end of 2019, it was predicted that it would have gone on to $102 billion, $102 billion, right? That is a huge, huge, huge amount of money for a particular industry, right? There is 42% of brands in India who use social media marketing, right? So for example, businesses like Mintra, Flipkart, right? There's so many businesses that reach out to people on social media, right? And almost 90% of businesses these days, they want to be there online, right? There are so many businesses that just run because of online platforms, right? So this is the scope, right? So why ExcelR? So basically we are one of the best in the industry when it comes to support, right? You get WhatsApp support from the trainers, as well as you get LMS access. So LMS is nothing but your learning management system, wherein whichever classes you attend will be recorded and they'll be given to you for your lifetime, right? And then you have Jumbo Pass, which means if you enroll once, you can attend any number of uh, batches for one whole year, right? And then we provide 100% placement guarantee. And also we provide 100% placement assistance, right? So the student can choose which particular program does he want to get into, right? We provide resume building, mock interviews, and special assistance for placements from a dedicated placement cell, right? We make sure that you get 9 international certifications and 35 plus third-party tools as a part of the digital marketing course, right? So I think we're open now for questions, right? I'd be more than happy to answer them for you guys. Thank you for so far. So I would request the students and other participants who have doubts uh, so far on what you've discussed. You can unmute yourself and we can interact, guys.
Yeah, if the forum is open for questions, if you have anything, please post it for Ram and Amit to answer. To break the ice, let me take the opportunity to ask the first question, Amit. Uh, so, first of all, thanks for delivering this particular talk. Really appreciate the kind of a uh, overall concept you have given out around digital marketing and the associated examples and the types of the digital marketing. My interest primarily lies. So, if the students really wanted to aspire career in the digital marketing area, the engineering grads generally, they normally get trained in a lot of programming languages and many core subjects, while digital marketing is a little more different than that. What are the different skills and courses they need to adopt or learn so that they come prepared when they get into their career path? Are there anything which you want to recommend for them?
All right. So that's a very good question, Mr. Bala. Right. So basically, as you said, right. So a lot of people, if you take, especially in our states in Andhra, Telangana, Karnataka, and Tamil Nadu, right. So what happens is people after, especially engineering, a lot of people are unemployed. Right. So what they do is they go to places like Amipet, or probably they come down to Bangalore, they go to Chennai, they learn a lot of programming courses, right? Programming and other particular technical courses. So what happens with that is not everyone has the interest or the capability, right? So it's not a fit for all kind of a situation with programming, right? So that is where digital marketing has been such a big backup option for people who don't like programming or who not at all, gel with programming, right? So what happens with digital marketing is that you get to do everything from a business perspective, right? So you need to sell a product, right? If you need to sell a product to your customers, how will you think, right? So all you need to have is a particular mindset, right? As a digital marketer, you need to have a mindset and think, right? If you are running the business, how will you sell a particular product to a customer, right? You have a fantastic product, right? Let's say you have something that can beat Apple iPhone also. But if you cannot market your product to your customers properly, there is no point of whatever quality you have, right? So that is a base foundation with digital marketing. You need to think from the shoes of a customer, right? Next thing is, generally what happens is the students that do not need to have anything as a preliminary skill, right? They can particularly learn these kind of the skills that are required for digital marketing from experts like ExcelR, right? So basically you will be taught everything from a grassroots level, right? You will be taught to a point where you'll be able to do things, you'll be able to execute all of your digital marketing platform. Let's say you'll be able to run your YouTube ads on your own, you'll be able to run your Facebook ads on your own. So there is nothing as such, like it's a mandatory skill, right? The skills are going to be acquired. It's going to be an acquired skill, right? But what is most important for digital marketing, time and again I'm saying, it is the right mindset. How are you going to sell a particular product to a customer? Simple. Destination A to destination B. I hope I've answered your question, Mr. Bala.
Yeah. Are there any kind of a graduation or post-graduation course which is specialized in the area of digital marketing which you want to suggest?
Okay. So basically, there is no particular affiliation as a special degree or or a graduation, right? So basically, digital marketing is a field that you will be able to learn by working for companies, right? So it is not something that can be taught like your typical management, right? You can only be taught till a point. Not only us, anyone. So now ExcelR's course that we provide, it can get you market ready in terms of fresher perspective, right? But if you want to become a top level person in digital marketing, obviously you need to work in the field for some time, right? So there is no particular method, like a graduation or post graduation to specialize in digital marketing, right? So that kind of provision is not there. And to add to that fact, digital marketing is pretty nascent right now, right? So right now it is booming. So that is what it would be. So you can do it from anyone like ExcelR.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. I have questions from Spandana. She's requesting to help her understand what are the various modules and salaries packages in different digital marketing profiles.
Right. So that's a very good question, Spandana. Thanks for that. So basically, what happens, Spandana, is that in digital marketing, you do not get to work on all the modules, right? We just discussed the modules like SEO, SEM, social media, content, email marketing, etc. Right? So there is no person on this planet who will be able to work on all of these and become an expert on all of these, right? So what happens is you need to enter into any one of these modules, right? Any one of these specializations, right? And then you'll be able to build on that. You need to lay a foundation first, right? So the thing is, you need to decide. Now let us say that you're someone who writes a lot of stories. You have a lot of storytelling power, right? So content marketing or content writing would be your cup of tea, right? If you're someone who is very, very good technically, right? You understand a little bit of website, right? You understand the back end, right? So then you can go with technical SEO, right? If you're someone who is really good with creatives, right? You can get into social media, get all sorts of fun activities to engage your users, get into social media. So it depends on your strength, right? But regardless of whatever your strength is, if you choose a digital marketing field, there is ample amount of career opportunities and handsome packages as the years go by, right? So the fresher salaries, right, obviously are going to be around 2 to 3 lakhs for a fresher, right? I'm talking about the annual packages, right? These are the average figures. All right. There are people who get 4 lakhs, 5 lakhs as well. But let us talk about the industry average, right? So what I'm trying to say is you start off as a fresher at a base salary of, let's say, 2, 2.5 or 3 also. What happens is every year of experience you gain, you get to see an exponential growth in the pay scale, right? So people with 6, 7 years of experience, you can get anywhere between 15 to 18 lakhs package, right? That's a bare minimum. So where did you start in the first year? You started at 2 lakhs, let's say. Now you're at 16 lakhs. In the span of 6 years, you've grown 8 times, right? So that's a base salary. There are people who get even 30, 35 lakhs salary as well with 6, 7 years experience, right? But again, I'm just giving you the average of this industry. I hope I've answered your question.
Amit, have you shown them the Naukri site, the salaries in Naukri? Did you show them?
No, not really, Ram.
Maybe you can just show them once in Naukri for the range of salaries for different experiences. Quickly, you
Sure.
can.
I could do that. Yes. Thanks for suggestion. Huh?
While Amit brings in that, Ram, you have a question from NJ Rajaram. Is asking, is the digital marketing area covered as part of any of the MBA courses?
Yes, of course. I mean, many of the MBA courses, they have been introducing digital marketing as one of the subjects. In some places, it's a mandatory subject or paper what they'll be covering. And in some places, some universities as an optional, as an elective, they have been introducing. But everyone realized the power of digital marketing and they've been introducing this as one of the modules in MBA. Having said this, the insight what they get, the visibility what they get as part of this MBA curriculum in the context of digital marketing will be very limited. It will not be sufficient for them to get a job just by studying that curriculum, the syllabus, whatever that is there in the MBA program. So one needs to take a dedicated program, digital marketing, where they will be deep diving in most of the topics if they have to build a career. As you know, these academic degrees or academic qualifications, they help us to become jack of all trades, but not master of something, right? If you want to become master of something, obviously these type of dedicated courses they need to take. So in MBA, they get to know the visibility about digital marketing. They understand digital marketing on its superficially, the advantages, disadvantages, and that to the practical experience is what they will be missing, because they don't get their hands dirty to the extent it has to be as part of these academic qualifications. Bala, I hope I have answered the question.
Indeed. So people, if they really wanted to aspire to get any kind of a graduation courses, they can specialize through the MBA channel. Thank you, Ram. Yeah, Amit, you can go ahead.
So yeah. So basically, guys, if you can look at my screen, so for freshers, right? So the average salary is 2 to 4 lakhs in the city of Hyderabad, right? So as I've said, I've given you 2 to 3, but there are openings at 2 to 4 as well, right? So at some places you get 1 to 3 as well. So the industry average is around 2 to 4 lakhs, 2 to 3 lakhs, right? So now you can check it based on the salary, right? So 3 to 6 lakhs, you need to have anywhere between 0 to 2 years, right? You need to have, okay, just a moment. Let me just filter it. Yeah. So 6 to 10 lakhs, you need to have 1 to 4 years, right? There are some jobs, you are getting it even for 0 to 3 years as well, right? So now if you're looking at, let's say 25 to 50 lakhs, right? So 2 to 5 years, right? 25 to 40 lakhs, right? And then 8 to 13 years of experience, right? 5 to 10 years of experience, right?
And Amit, you can add also in the search, you can modify SEO and few other things. You added only digital marketing executive.
Yes, Ram. So
make it as digital marketing. That's it. Not even executive.
okay.
Not manager. Digital marketing, SEO.
It's not happening. It's not taking. Yep. So you get to understand a lot of particular job requirements in the city of Hyderabad. So there are close to 1900 jobs just on Naukri itself, right? So, and you get these particular salary ranges, right? 0 to 5 years and 0 to 1 year, 2 lakhs to 4 lakhs. And you have various salary packages here, right? You get 50 to 75 lakhs, 15 to 25 lakhs, 3 to 6, 25 to 50, right? And 100 plus lakhs also is there, right? So this is the kind of opportunities that we're looking at. So as the amount of experience grows, you get a lot of opportunities, right? And the salaries are paid on huge amounts, right? So when there is demand, you got to do the jump, right? You can do this even 5 years, 3 years later also. But will you be getting the same amount of salary? I would highly doubt it, right? Because people, the number of people available will be much more, right? Yeah. So I hope I've answered that question, Mr. Bala.
It does. It does.
Yeah. Any other question? I think we've answered the question so far.
So, any other questions from the audience? At this moment, no questions are popping up, Amit and Ram. Are there any? Okay. And I think just now one more thing coming up from Spandana again. So, what kind of people out there? To be very precise, who can go with digital marketing? Spandana,
Right.
I believe you're asking this question with respect to the students or the professionals who can go with digital marketing. I'm sensing that. If you want to, you can unmute and speak also if you want.
Yeah, I can help with the question. Who can go with digital marketing? That's a question from Spandana. Anyone who has knowledge of internet. I hope of late the current generation, everyone has a knowledge of internet. and who is little bit of computer savvy, who knows how to operate the computer, and minimum communication skills, who can read and write English, and with little bit of business acumen. I mean, when I say business acumen, they should have the learning curve to understand the business. Let us say tomorrow you joined as a digital marketing executive for an airlines company like Indigo or SpiceJet. If you are doing some digital marketing campaigns for SpiceJet or Indigo, you should know who are your target customers, what your business is. If you want to target the ads, you have to target the ads especially for the customer who can afford to buy airlines, how fly in the airline, fly in the air. That is rich class or above middle class. These are the targeted customers. If you are promoting any hospital services, then obviously the cross section of audience whom would be targeting would be different. So the business knowledge that you need to a little bit, but that's not a prerequisite. But when you are joining some organization, you should understand the business, and you should market the products in the context or services in the context of the business. So minimum English communication skills, and of course, if you have graduation, you can target good organizations. Even if you're an undergraduate, also still for digital marketing, there are plenty of opportunities. Okay, so undergraduates, if you see, small and medium enterprises, they are hiring undergraduates because of the scarcity in the market. There's a huge scarcity for digital marketing professionals in the market. If you have subject knowledge, getting a job in digital marketing is a piece of cake, as I told earlier, right? It's pretty easy, right? So these are the prerequisites: little bit of internet knowledge, computer knowledge, and English communication skills, who can read and write English, right? And who have a bit of common sense. These are the prerequisites that are sufficient. And Sakshi is asking a question, sir, what is the cost of training if I want to be a copywriter? See, for copywriting separately, you don't have any training assets, Sakshi. So as part of digital marketing, they will be covering content marketing, and they will make you understand the nuances of content marketing, and you can understand the final nuances by doing some research by yourself. Okay. So explicitly, I don't think any training institute will provide a training on copywriters. So what is the fee structure? Bala, can you take it up?
I think the fee structure, they're trying to refer to the training aspects associated to the digital marketing realm.
Okay, the CSI, I think they came up with some sort of fee structure. They'll get back to you on the fee structure, Yusuf.
So if it is a Computer Society of India membership, you can visit csiindia.org or CSI Hyderabad website. Every detail has been provided to you. For students, it's a separate fee, and for the life membership, it's a separate fee.
So they get back to you, Yusuf, on the fee structure. It will be around 25,000 somewhere around. I mean, I'm telling you the tentative cost, the ballpark cost is what I've been telling you. Any other questions, ladies and gentlemen? Feel free to ask. You can type or you can unmute and you can ask the questions. So I strongly, duration of the course will be around 80 to 100 hours, Ramana, 80 to 100 hours. If it is 2 hours daily, probably 2 months, almost 2 months daily, 2 hours. That would be the duration of the course. And I strongly urge to tell your friends about this digital marketing course, right? If they have to really build a career, very quickly they can build a career in the space of digital marketing, right? And even the top-notch companies like Accenture, Facebook, Google, Amazon, Wipro, everyone is hiring digital marketing experts. It's not just small and medium enterprises, even big organizations also been hiring. And to know more about the course, you can visit CSI site or ExcelR.com, www.excelr.com. You can search for ExcelR solutions in Google, and there you can find out about digital marketing if you want to understand the syllabus and all. And through Computer Society, you will have a lot of discounts. You can connect to CSI to have some discounts. Any other questions, ladies and gentlemen?
Do let us know if there is a interest to have a deep dive course in this particular area. CSI can collaborate with ExcelR to run that course for you guys in a discounted price.
You can drop your email ID or phone number here. People who are interested, CSI will be in touch with you, and you will get a discounted price and with placement assistance, with absolute placement assistance. So do drop your phone number and email ID. So the CSI will get back to you.
We're done with the questions, Ram.
Okay.
If you have any final comments on the overall digital marketing, you can sum it up. Then after that, I will share.
There's nothing, as I have reiterated, this is a fantastic course for the techies who are not comfortable with programming, but still they want to pull out a lucrative career in the space of IT. And of course, non-techies like BCom, BBA, and even MBA. Of course, that genre belongs to them actually, since it's all somewhere overlapping with marketing. And of course, even it is viable for undergraduates, as there are huge void between the demand and supply. The industry has no other choice that even they are considering undergraduates, people with the +2 intermediate qualification also, if they have the subject knowledge, right? Since they're not getting the people, there's a huge scarcity in the market. So it's a fantastic course if one has to build a career. It's a fantastic course and a very easy course to build a career. That's all from my side.
Thank you, Ram, and it really sums up the things. Basically, the intent behind bringing all of you the digital marketing course webinar is mainly to try to provide the kind of career options available in this particular area. It's not only limiting this particular career option for the technology people, but also for the graduates coming in from the different backgrounds. The only source of a prerequisite is the ability to use the internet and tap into the various marketing channels and the tools available with little or no programming at all required. However, more deeper intelligence can be obtained with the combination of the programming tools, but as mentioned by Amit and given you the kind of types of the digital marketing which you can really tap in and ride upon the career wave is pretty much possible. And seeing the kind of a volume of opportunities which are getting triggered in this area, I appreciate some of you taking up a leap on this particular career journey and make it count. And the people who are coming from the academic background or from the industry background, I appreciate your interest to join in this particular webinar and listen in. And I really thank Ram Thaba from ExcelR and also Amit, who has provided their expert knowledge around digital marketing and also gave complete orientation and understanding, not only from the learning standpoint, but also from the available options to explore and exploit this particular area to deeper area. On behalf of CSI Hyderabad chapter and managing committee members, I, Bala Pitigari, Vice Chairman for the CSI Hyderabad chapter, wholeheartedly thank the entire ExcelR team who was here to do this particular session for the CSI members to make them benefited of this. And I really appreciate the effort put in this direction. And this particular session is also live on the YouTube live. Streaming links are available. If the people wanted to view it later offline, probably they should be able to take a look at it. Thank you, Ram, Amit, Vinit, and Madhu for being there to help us out and conducting this webinar successfully.
Thank
You're
you,
most
Bala.
welcome,
Thank you very
Bala.
much. And also appreciate CSI initiative also being a not-for-profit organization to promote digital marketing and create some awareness in the masses and to create some career opportunities. I really appreciate your initiative. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Bala. Thank you, everyone.
I'm closing now.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.